Welcome. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Thank you for catching me live and also for checking out the replay. Welcome. Hi guys. Hello, welcome. Are you gonna sit down, Mama? I'm a little late today, but hopefully right on time. Today is day 16 inside of my 21 days, sharing 21 amazing ways for you to monetize now. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful and blessed week thus far. I know for some of you it's TGIF, right? Thank God it's Friday. I can't be a part of that TGIF life because for me every day is like Friday. I work at home, but I'm happy for you. For those of you who are happy about it being Friday, the weekend is here. Yes. So if you don't know me, my name is LaShanda Henry, aka Sister Sense. I help entrepreneurs make sense of making money online. And when I jump on Periscope, it's all about that fire. Drop that into the comment box because my goal is to help you guys get focused and fired up. So again, we're on day 16 in the series. We've got literally maybe 6 or 7 days left until the Back to Business virtual conference happening very soon over at backtobusiness.me. So in the process of counting down, I said I'm going to challenge myself to jump on here and every day share some really smart monetization strategies with you guys. So thank you for the hearts and the love as you guys are coming in. If you feel like this is something that you'd like to share with your community, swipe up left to right and say, come on in, right? Share with your Twitter followers, your Periscope followers, and let them know that it's all about monetizing now. So the last 2 days, we talked about how you can monetize your smartphone, monetize your tablets, create some kick-ass content using your mobile devices. Today, we are going to talk about crafty creations and homemade goods. I feel like it's Friday first year share because I'm going to be able to share some really cool crafty creations with you that I've been working on and that some of my clients have been working on, so that maybe that can spark some wow as far as some smart ways that you can monetize. Yes. Hey, Decadent Butters. Welcome, sweetie. Welcome. So here is the first one that I want to share with you guys. But wait, I'm not supposed to start sharing yet. I'm not supposed to start sharing yet. That's why you have your notebook, so you can stay on track of things. Before I share, I want you to share. Let me know what it is that you love to do. So drop in the comment box. Tell me a few of the things that you personally love to do. Because again, we're going to talk about crafty creations and homemade goods. But before I share, you share, okay? So those of you who are participating live, drop in the comment box. Let me know. I personally, there are a lot of things that I love to do as a crafty sister. I love to crochet. I love all things with beading. I am very excited when I get to draw and create graphics. So figuring out smart ways to monetize. I think some of you guys have seen either my t-shirts or my pillows. I love to create Christian faith-based jewelry. Ooh, I like it. So you'll like the conversation that we're having today. Christian faith-based jewelry, sewing, jewelry, and books. Awesome. Good. Anybody else, drop in the comment box. Let me know what it is that you love to create. We're talking about monetizing now. Strategy 16, crafty creations and homemade goods. Yes, very big on crochet, sewing, bath and body, flyers. Oh, awesome. So you like to create graphic flyers? Are you doing that as a service? Cooking, yes, cooking is a big one. My hubby's stepfather, aka Grandpa, he is a chef. And so right now he's working on his own business outside of working at a golf resort, I think, that he works at. In addition to that, working on his own business, partnering with local restaurants so that he can have his dishes in those restaurants on a regular basis. So cooking, definitely a good one. So all right, you guys shared some recommendations. I'm gonna jump in. I already started talking about Grandpa and his love of cooking, turning that into a business, partnering with restaurants. Let's talk about a few things that you can strategically do, okay? So This is going to be the 6th year that I'm hosting my Back to Business virtual conference. The first year that I actually decided to host a live conference here in North Carolina, I said I wanted to do something special for the ladies that came out to see me. So I created my own bracelets for the ladies in my power circle, and I'm going to show that to you. Yes, Leslie's like, yes. So here are my power circle bracelets. I don't know how well you can see it, but these have, I think you can see it and then you can't see it. It's got the Sister Sense logo on the emblem there. Thank you, sweetie. Can you see the emblem? Okay, there. I think that's what it is. So I'm working on, still have mine. Hey, sweetie. So good to have you here, Anesthesia. You still got yours? Awesome. And God, how many years was that, right? How many years ago was it that I did the first one? But creating these bracelets is one thing that I love. And again, if you're a crafty person, I saw a few people say they like jewelry. Where did you get the emblem? So I'll talk about that in a second. But one of the things that you can do is you can start off by creating your own jewelry designs. For me, and I've got a couple of these. For me, it started off with the brand colors, right? So you know I'm about the purple, and I oftentimes will combine purple with a lime green or a gold, really earth tones. So if you're going to do crafty, think about for yourself your brand colors and start there. For me, I started with the emblems, and actually what I did was I went online and searched for designers. I searched for actual designers. Here are my, if you can see, my latest ones that I have here. This is my BBWO. This is the Black Businesswoman Online Network, and I got my logos on these. These are silver plated. And so I went and I did some research looking for designers who made charms. Very similar to looking for designers who make t-shirts or graphics. Actually, yesterday, as part of the Back to Business series, one of the sessions I talked about how you can expand your brand and creating print-on-demand smart ways to get products. Nice, awesome. So for me, who says we aren't talented? Listen, you got to be creative. Hey, welcome. So for me, number one, it started about with what can I do with these two hands right here. And here's another one that I'm working on. Some of these are not quite finished yet, but this one is kind of like a combination. Hello, welcome. A combination of the Sister Sense and BBWO for those ladies in my community that are a part of both. And this one that I wear all the time, my Unblock Your Blessings, it's stainless steel, and I actually buy these in wholesale and put them with my Unblock Your Blessings package. So number one, you can craft your way, you can DIY your way through the process, or number two, you can find jewelry and add them to your own signature pieces, okay? So what I talked about inside of the masterclass is I gave a list of different websites that you can go to, either to create your own jewelry. Anybody used to have, like, I'm a Brooklyn girl, so you couldn't have been a Brooklyn girl in the 80s without having one of those bracelets with your name on it, right? You know, there are so many great websites that you can either go to create your own print-on-demand jewelry, as well as websites that you can go to search for other people who can do that stuff for you. And I give you my personal list inside of the Back to Business Masterclass we did last night. 3 hours, had such an amazing time. We talked about number one, 7 ways to expand your brand. So I'm sharing some strategies with you guys here. Number two, how to create your own personal success map so that you are getting really clear about your revenue goals, the products you need to sell, and how much you need to charge for your products. And we also talked about power pages, my personal favorite essential pages that you should have on your website to make sure you're monetizing now. So jewelry is the first thing that I wanted to share with you. And I knew, honey, it was awesome. Yeah, we had fun last night. I got your message, Leslie. I have to sit down and like to reply. Sometimes I get a message and I'm like, no, this doesn't require a 2-sentence. It needs to be like 5 sentences. It needs to be like 5 paragraphs. So I got your message, sweetie. But yes, we had a lot of fun last night, the Make Money Online Webinar Intensive. And it's so awesome that Decadent Butters is on my scope today because I have her face mist. I've got a little bit left in here. Girl, I think it's time for me to get another one. Um, but how many of you are crafty sisters who are creating your own natural body products, your own beauty products? This is Decadent Butters Face Mist. And you know, when I think about my natural body product sisters, I can't help but think about the lovely Lisa Price, the creator of Carol's Daughter, who started her business in her kitchen, right? So when I said to you guys, the first thing I said is before I share, you share. What do you love, right? Cooking, jewelry, beauty products, books. You want to start taking your crafty ideas, you want to take your creativity, make those handmade goods and transform them into products that you can sell, okay? Yeah, I need to talk to you because I need the hookup. This one is about to go down. So we talked about jewelry. Yes. Leslie says she wants your website. So Decadent Butters, put your website in there. You know, we talked about jewelry so far. I mentioned to you guys if you've got your natural products, if you're making your, I know some people, they make their own deodorant. I mean, you make your own lotions, face creams. Monetize that, right? There's an opportunity for every single person to generate extra money. So I mentioned to you all that Grandpa is a chef, and right now he's taking it a step further, working on his own business. One of my local clients that I had in Greenville a few years ago made cookies, and she actually sold her cookies online at overstock.com. Are you guys familiar with overstock.com? It's like this amazing platform where you can sell stuff or you can buy stuff for like discounted prices. I got like a lot of my living room furniture from Overstock. But it wasn't until I started working with this particular client that I realized that you can actually sell your stuff up there, because she was selling her gourmet cookies there, and she said, you know, it was actually one of the best resources for her as far as getting customers. So one of the things that you can consider is having your content. I couldn't attend last night. Will you be sending the replay? Oh, girl, the replay's already online. So when you register over at backtobusiness.me, whether it's just for the replays or for the live event, everything, I've already put the replays online, so go watch and enjoy. It was supposed to be 3 hours. It was more like 3.5 hours, but I made sure that, you know, for those ladies who missed it, the replay is already ready for you. If you have any trouble finding it, let me know. But of course, when you register, you got access to the replays page for all the virtual sessions. That page is where the replays are for last night's 3-hour masterclass intensive. Okay, glad you asked me. So one of the things that I talk about is you definitely want to make sure that you've got 2 things, okay? Number one, you have an online store, because like I said, yesterday we did 3 sessions. One of those sessions we talked about essential power pages, okay? Does everyone have an online store? I mean, everyone here should have an online store. Back in the day, I did not. I was the girl who was like, okay, so I will invoice you, okay? Hit that PayPal button, I'll invoice you. But you want to have an online store so that you can sell your products there. And then you want to be able to tap into other stores, the big marketplaces online, so that you can tap into other spaces where people are going to, right? So I mentioned my one client in particular who used Overstock yesterday when I was talking about creating super cool content using your mobile device. I mentioned signing up as an affiliate for Amazon, but in addition to promoting other people's stuff on Amazon, take your crafts, take your homemade goods, and create your own Amazon store as well as another way for you to drive traffic. Now I go into the essentials. Hey, welcome Kanika, welcome. I go into the essentials of really awesome power pages that you should have as far as tapping into your profit potential. But one of the primary ones you need to start with is your home base, which is your own online store, and then you branch out into other platforms. Thank you, Kanika, for tweeting this out and sharing it with your followers. Like I said, if you guys are feeling 21 days, 21 amazing ways to monetize now, let your folks know. Come on. We're having a good time. So I think I've given you guys maybe about 3 examples so far. I want to share with you what I'm working on right now with my little mini me. Can you guys see these? this is Crafty Creation number 3. And these I'm actually working on with my son. He had a project. So last year he had a project, and well, I say last year, but last school year, so this year, they did a project on Tanzania. And he said to me, Mommy, I want to make a volcano. I want to make the Mount Kilimanjaro. And I said, okay, well, I don't know about making a big old volcano, because then once it's done, what do we do with it, right? So I decided, let's work on three-dimensional, as you can see here. We had a huge one. I would show it to you. I should have brought it out here because the one that he actually made is really, really big. But then these are three-dimensional, smaller versions because I said, okay, you're going to start working on your own little business. One of the amazing, proactive, Black empowerment financial guys that I love to talk about is Dr. Boyce Watkins. And he talked about the importance of, as far as financial wealth and really reversing the debt that we have as far as the Black community is concerned. He said that every single young person needs to spend at least 1 year devoted towards entrepreneurship. So if we can teach our young people, our children to be entrepreneurs, that's one way we can ensure that we are building generational wealth. I thought that was awesome and definitely in line with my vision, because I want to make sure that me being an entrepreneur, he's able to see that, and I take him into my PayPal. Some of y'all are like, agreed, amen. I take him into my PayPal, especially when he says, well, Mommy, I want this or I want that. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell you, this is how much it takes to get this and that, okay? So he knows that dollars don't just fall from the sky. Mama has to put in a lot of work to get this, right? So one of the things that you can consider, and we're working on at least 20 or 30 of these so that he can sell them during the holiday season. And it's fun. It's something that we can do together. Sometimes you're so busy, you're like, okay, I'll talk to you later. But this is definitely something that we can do together. Here's another version here. And we kind of make everyone unique. All of them look different. But you want to think about for yourself things that you can do, crafty activities that you can do with your little ones, right? Entrepreneurial projects that you can do with them. And also, when I mentioned yesterday, we talked about different graphic apparels and custom brands. Oh, Hanai is here. Mwah, hey, you doing, sweetie? How are you? Oh, my goodness. Talking about crafts, how can I not talk about you, sweetie? I need to have one of your Arbonne pieces. Sorry, I said Arbonne, Oregon pieces with me right now. Ohanaichi has beautiful pieces, and I wish I had one of them in front of me right now, but you can go to her website, arlta.com. All roads lead to Ascension, one of the beautiful ladies in my circle, because right now, again, Ohanai, we're talking about crafty creations and homemade goods. So the last thing I was saying to you guys was definitely think about for yourself, if you're not the most creative person, but you've got a son or a daughter or a friend or a mother or a father, grandpa is working on his new chef catering business. Grandma, she's working on her oils, right? So I previously mentioned that here's what's left of, anyway, my face mist from one of the ladies here, Decadent Butters. She's all up in the scope in the building. Drop your website in there so they can see that, sweetie. You can create your handmade goods. Grandma, she has oils that she is selling, so she's working on that as well. I feel like everybody has to have a side business that's really built on your gift, your talent. So if you have as something that you love to do and you're just doing it as a hobby, you want to start thinking about how you can turn that hobby into a profitable business. I was born into entrepreneurship. I know that's right. That's me all day, every day, born into entrepreneurship. Actually, one of the ladies who's speaking, Carla Cannon, the creator of Woman of Standard, her virtual session for Back to Business is all about just that, turning your hobby into a profitable business. And one of the things that Carla is amazing at is talking about her transition from 9 to 5 into full-time entrepreneurship. Another local Greenville, North Carolina entrepreneur. So I'm excited about what she's going to share in the virtual happening over at backtobusiness.me. So there you have it. For those of you jumping on, like I said, I gave you a few examples here. Some of my jewelry, crafty creations that I am working on, whether natural body products, oils, handmade goods, and the awesome crafty project that I'm working on with Mini Me, so he can get his entrepreneur on as well. So these are just examples of how you can take, again, those crafty projects and homemade goods and monetize them. I'll talk about where you can find some great activities for your kids as well inside of the masterclass, but it's primarily focused on some great places you can sell outside of your website. So I'm going to talk about those in the masterclass, as well as a few other examples of crafty creations that you can work on. If you haven't already registered, remember you can do so over at backtobusiness.me, the place to be. We just wrapped up the 3-hour webinar intensive last night. It was awesome. The replays are already online. We talked about how to create your success map, how to expand your brand, and also some essential power pages that you should have in your website. So it's kind of like a website audit, taking a look at what you have versus what's missing and how you can improve on your web design. I'm a web designer, so that's what I do all day, every day. So next week on Thursday, we have the actual virtual event happening from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So if you haven't registered, make sure you do that over at backtobusiness.me, and don't forget the code IAMIN, all caps, no spaces, IAMIN, so that you can get a discount for watching me on Periscope. Something for y'all, a little extra something. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will be right back here tomorrow for Strategy 17 inside 21 days, 21 amazing ways to monetize now. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow.